All right, Pick-3 at a glance family and first-time viewers. What we have here is how I find my mirrors to play and win. Okay, what we have here with Pick-3 at a glance is the 22 numbers that I do the 1-1 rundown on those 22 numbers, and you have all 1,000 combinations of the lottery and their numbers, the possible way they can come. And each one of the columns from 1 to 22, or 1 to 12 for the singles, and 1 to 10 for the doubles. All of them pertain, each column pertains the mirrors. So, as playing lottery, if you've been around a while, you've heard about mirrors and flips and different strategies, tic-tac-toe, date sums, and grids to find your numbers. And most of that's set up to hit the next day. That's not going to work, okay? I threw all that stuff out the window when I came up with my own strategy and tracking all 1,000 numbers on my own and realized you got 1 in 1,000 numbers. There's random numbers. You're only going to get a third of those 1,000 numbers all year. So it's nil and none almost for you to know what number's coming out the next day. The only way you can do that is track the actual 1,000 numbers and working with the law average. So you wouldn't build your pool of numbers that haven't played and use those numbers to play. And you'll be able to see how long it takes all those numbers to hit. And you'll be tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, and you'll have a realistic view of the numbers that you need to play. Okay? So, but I use the mirrors to find my numbers. They used to tell you when you play a number, be sure to play the mirror. I did all that. It didn't work until I started tracking the actual 1,000 numbers and realizing what mirrors to play. So here we go with the mirrors. Right here, if you don't understand mirrors, you got 1,000 numbers. Divide them in half. You got the top numbers and the bottom numbers. You got triple zeros to 499, 500 to 999. Okay? And here, each one of these numbers, a 5 mirrors a 0, 0 mirrors a 5, a 6 mirrors a 1, a 1 mirrors a 6, a 2 mirrors a 7, 7 mirrors a 2, a 3 mirrors a 8, a 8 mirrors a 3, a 4 mirrors a 9, a 9 mirrors a 4. So, if you were playing 0, 1, 2, and the lottery played 5, 6, 7, they just mirrored your number that you were playing. Instead of playing your top number like you played, they played the bottom number. The same way with the bottom number. If you played 7, 8, 9, they just mirrored your, and they played 2, 3, 4, they just mirrored your bottom number with the top number. And you're going to see that. But that's why some people say, well, if you're playing the 0, 1, 2, play the 5, 6, 7 with it. That's fine and good if you tracking the numbers and know why you would be playing the numbers. But just to play the mirror to be playing it, you're just burning up your money. The way I do that, if I'm using my Pick-3 at a glance sheet here, and I realize that the zero, as it goes on through the year, as I'm marking the numbers off here on the master sheet, and I realize that the 0, 1, 2 ain't played, the 5 and the 5, 6, 7 ain't played, then quite naturally I play that by the law average. One of these two will more likely come out. And that's what you get on the master sheet here. Every one of these columns, the numbers mirror each other. For the same example, 0, 1, 2, the mirror of it, like again, is 5, 6, 7. This 1, 2, 3, the mirror of it is 6, 7, 8. This 2, 3, 4, the mirror of it is 7, 8, 9. Every one of these columns, all the numbers mirror each other. So quite naturally, as I'm playing and marking off the numbers, the winning numbers that come in each day, I know what numbers are missing on each column. So if I find a column that ain't played in 2 to 3 months and I win, I know immediately what column to go to that I know I ain't played in 2 or 3 months, because by law average within 4 months, I would think no more than 5 months, something's going to fall off that column. So then that's when I look to see what mirrors to play on the columns. Okay? Now again, if I look on the column and say every number pretty much is marked, but I realize that 0, 1, 2 and the 5, 6, 7 they played, they mirror each other, those the two I played. Same thing again. If I notice that the 1, 2, 3 and the 6, 7, 8 ain't played, those the two I play. That's how you find your mirrors to play. Don't just play a mirror with a number just to be playing it. You're burning your money. You have to track the actual 1,000 numbers to see what they're doing at a glance. This sheet here gives you all that at a glance. These 22 numbers at the top. Each column, 22 columns. These here are the numbers that I took out of the 1,000 numbers. Nothing special about these numbers, other than the 22 numbers for the 1,000 numbers that you can play. I did the 1-1 rundown on the 22 numbers. And I got the 22 columns for the singles and the doubles. Nothing special about them. I call them base numbers because these are the numbers I use to make up each column. Okay? So how do you do the 1-1 rundown on a number? Okay, let's say the 1-1 rundown. If you add 1, I'm going to go down here. If you add 1 to 0, you get 1. 1 to 2, you get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. 1 to 7, you get 8. 1 to 8, you get 9. And 1 to 9, you get 10. But you don't use the 1, you just use the 0. You got the 0 at the bottom, 0 at the top. All you're doing is adding 1 and just counting straight down. You're saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you add a 1 to the 1, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1. Same number at the top, same number at the bottom. Add 1 to the 2, you get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2. Same number top, same number bottom. When you stop, you're done. All these numbers are arrived from that 1-1-1 run down method, each column, which makes up 1,000 numbers. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit farther here too, in case you really knew. Each one of these numbers on the singles can come 6 different ways. If you when you start playing lottery, you need to know that each single can come 6 different ways. All right. The doubles can only come 3 ways. And if you follow me and you not understand, just give me a comment. I can sip you an easy sample over the comments, but I'm not gonna go into too much detail. I want you to stay focused on how to play the mirrors. The mirror 0, 1, 3 is 5, 6, 8. Each one of these columns got their mirrors. So don't just play a mirror to be playing it unless you know that mirror, that number and its opposite ain't played already. Everything that I learned about grids, tic-tac-toe, date sums, and all that, I threw out the window when I started tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. Because those only show you a fraction of what you need to see to win, and win big. When you start tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, seeing how long it takes for a column to fall, how long it takes for a number to fall, then you'll start playing realistically and stop throwing your money away. So like I said, leave comments or emails or however you want to contact me to explain more. All right, so play them till they come, make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.